Alrighty, y'all, page 21 in your toolkit. Go ahead and open your toolkit. If you don't have one, please call the office. Let them know. Hopefully you can get another one. We're going to look at evaluating algebraic expressions. Read through this, underline what you think is important with a pencil, then come back to us and highlight. Okay, go ahead and pause the video to highlight. So a couple things that I would highlight right here. Expressions consist of one or more variable, right? And then I just skipped that part and I just wrote numbers and variables connected by mathematical operations. Now, a lot of my students don't remember what the operations are, right? And a lot of you remembered either PEMDAS or GEMDAS. Right? And so these are our operations. We're thinking parentheses, we're thinking exponents, we're thinking multiplication and division, we're thinking addition and subtraction, right? So those are your operations. So when you say what operation are we using, we're usually looking at one of those, right? Mainly these four still, right? Okay, and then this is the keyword that we're looking for. We're looking for the to blah, 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 right? This, in order to do something, they'll tell us what to do, right? So in order to evaluate an algebraic expression, right, it says replace the variables with their known numerical values and simplify. So here we go. One, right? It says replace the value, and then later on, I'm going to simplify this for you. Later on, it says replacing variables with their known values is called substitution, right? So number one, you're going to substitute, right, the numbers or values for your variables. Okay, and I want to add a couple other notes, right? When we look at variables, so when we look at variables, this is symbols that represent the value, right? Sometimes it can represent any number. Sometimes it can represent one number, right? Sometimes it can represent like 0, which is still a number. Okay, so whenever we give you one, because this specific one is talking about evaluating algebraic expressions, when we give you a value, that's what you're using to solve. Okay, so step 2 is going to be simplify. Right, I personally like lists, right? It's a lot easier to see when you're taking your quiz. You're like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this. You flip through, then you have to read the paragraph all over. Whereas if you have this list, this step 1, step 2, boom, there you go. That's what you need to do. Okay. A couple other things is when you have an expression, where's my expression? Expression, right? We're looking at no equal sign, right? And then on the side, equal sign would be an equation. All right. Okay. Here we go. Words you will see. Evaluate the algebraic expression, right? Evaluate the expression. This means that you're plugging in and then you're simplifying, right? And you're giving me an answer. Okay. So the example they have right here is 4x minus 3y plus 7, right? And here they tell you what x is and they tell you what y is, right? So then you're like, oh my God, there's letters. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, wait, we're giving you numbers to plug it in, right? So here is x. Here is going to be y, right? And all they do is plug it in, right? So step 1, if I do it, plug it in, AKA substitute, right? So here is my x equals 2, right? So all I did, instead of 4x, is now 4 times 2, because that was the operation that was used, right? Here, I have minus 3y. Now it's minus 3 times 1, right? Times the quantity of 1, because y was 1. You just plug it in. And then the 7 stays the same, right? Now, all we do is look at our terms and simplify them, right? So 4 times 2 is 8, bringing it down, 3 times 1 is 3, and then simplifying further until you can't simplify anymore. Okay, let's do another example. So if I had 2x minus 4, right? And they're telling you that x is going to be 10. Right, we'll make this easy. Okay. And it says, evaluate the algebraic expression, substitute and simplify, right? Looking at this, I'm going to rewrite this again, right? But instead of X, I'm now going to substitute what is X, right? So what is X? It's 10, right? So I'm going to put 10 here. And then I'm going to bring everything else down, right? So instead of X, that's step one, we substituted, we plugged it in, right? And then I simplify everything else, right? So here we go. 2 times 10 will give me 20 minus 4, bringing it down. 20 minus 4 will give me 16, right? And that is my simplified answer because I can't do anything with it anymore. Okay. If you have any questions, let us know. Please make sure that you go all the way to the end of the video, click on show results, turn it on Google Classroom, and take that photo of this. This is what I need to see, not my work, your work. I need to see it in your toolkit. I need to see it in your notebook. So take a picture of your work, upload it on Google Classroom for full points and all that good stuff. Okay, thank you.